Welcome to the final session of this course. In this session, we're going to look at contributive diplomacy using cultural heritage in a slightly different angle. Heritage is the assets we inherited from our ancestors. We live with the heritage today and pass on to our descendants. The forms of heritage are unique and diverse, from the Serengeti Plains in Tanzania to pyramids in Egypt. These are all human heritage. Researching meaningful cultural heritage, sharing it with people around the world, and finding its global significance are part of contributive diplomacy in itself. Hence, I would like to complete the class of contributive diplomacy by introducing a number of Korea's cultural heritage, which hold significance as contributive diplomacy. The World Cultural Heritage in the UNESCO is managed separately as World Heritage, Intangible Cultural Heritage, and the Memory of the World. The special concept of World Heritage emerged as these heritages have universal values that belong to all mankind, regardless of their specific location. UNESCO established the 1972 Convention concerning the protection of the world cultural and natural heritage, abbreviated as World Heritage Convention, to discover, protect, and preserve natural and cultural heritage of universal human value. Cultural heritage refers to all the cultural products of a nation or a human society. This includes science, technology, customs and norms, various cultural assets, and cultural styles, both spiritual and material, that have value to be passed on to the next or younger generation for future cultural development. Earlier, I explained that the World Cultural Heritage has three subsectors: World Heritage, Intangible Cultural Heritage, and Memory of the World. And I assume that most of you have fairly good understanding of World Heritage and Intangible Cultural Heritage. So now, let me spend a bit of more time on the Memory of the World. The Memory of the World project was established in 1992. UNESCO's Memory of the World project seeks to preserve and protect the world's documentary heritage so that it can be passed on to future generations, as it is the property of all humankind. Important archives around the world have experienced a variety of challenges, including looting, illegal trade, destruction, inadequate protection, and a lack of financial resources. This project, hence, was launched to increase the awareness of threats to the preservation of documentary heritage and to improve accessibility to documentary heritage around the world. The memory of the world includes somewhat familiar materials containing records such as manuscripts, books, newspapers, and posters, and rare materials containing records such as plastic, papyrus, parchment, palm leaves, tree barks, fiber, stone, or other materials. And it also includes non-written materials such as paintings, prints, maps, and music. It also includes non-textual materials, traditional movement, and current video images. The first memory of the world contributed by Korea is Hunminjeongeum Haeryebon. Hunminjeongeum Haeryebon is a one-volume woodblock print published in September of the lunar calendar in 1446. It is a book containing the purpose of creating the newly created character Hunminjeongeum, the phonetic values and the usage of this character, and explanations and examples of their use. After the founding of Joseon dynasty, during the reign of King Sejong, the new dynasty Joseon became firmly stabilized, and the spirit of respecting Joseon's own things and developing civilization and culture was full in various fields. This energy may have influenced the creation of a new written character that could express the Korean language. That is the creation of Hunminjeongeum. Other countries have also established new letters to express their languages, but there is few specific case of identifying who created the letters. Moreover, the publication of a book explaining the principles of creation of a newly created character, its pronunciation and operation method, and its explanation is something that can be hardly found anywhere else in the world. Hunminjeongeum Haeryebon is therefore very original. This book has important value and significance both in academia and in cultural history. Donghak Peasant Revolution Records is listed on the Memory of the World last year in 2023. Donghak Peasant Revolution broke out in Joseon from 1894 to 1895. The ordinary people rose up to resist the invasion of corrupt leaders and foreign powers and build an equal and fair society. These records include documents written by the Donghak Peasant Army, government reports, personal diaries and anthologies, and various letters of appointment. These varied materials show the progress and meaning of the peasant movement from various perspectives. These varied records comprehensively shows the value of human rights, equality, and fight against colonialism, which transcend time and place. The records of Joseon Tongsinsa are a general term for data on diplomatic missions dispatched from Joseon to Japan on 12 occasions from 1607 to 1811 at the invitation of the Japanese Edo shogunate. These materials are located in Korea and Japan due to historical circumstances. The records of the Joseon Tongsinsa are comprehensive assets consisting of diplomatic records, itinerary records, and records of cultural exchange. Through the exchanges of Joseon Tongsinsa, the people of the two countries resolved hatred and misunderstanding, and it expanded to mutual understanding. This record is a peaceful and intellectual heritage proven by the historical experiences of both countries. If you still remember the top of this class, we started by understanding the contributive dimension of Joseon Tongsinsa. Diplomatic practices around 400 years earlier, or contributive diplomacy that carries cultural assets, introduces new sport skills, and shares goodwill. And today, the records of Joseon Tongsinsa resonate the respect for differences and the value of cultural and diplomatic engagement for peace transcending time as a powerful means to current day's contributive diplomacy. Thank you.